Okay, three things really quickly. First, someone asked me what I thought about Jor-El and Lara giving Clark a mission. I hate it. We'll get into that. Second, we're going to talk about the new history of the DC universe. I hate that too. We'll get into it. And three, we're going to talk about why you losers always cry when you see dogs in comics, you big wimps. First, Jor-El and Lara giving Clark a mission. No, I hate it. I've hated it since it was introduced first in Superman the movie. It was never part of the comics. It makes no sense. First of all, let's remember, they didn't know they were sending Kal-El by himself. So why would they come up with a mission for him? He's always sent because they ran out of time. The original plan, let's get everyone off Krypton. The second plan is let's get us off Krypton, and they just have to send Kal-El because the end of the world comes too quickly. Why would they come up with a mission for him? That makes no sense. I mean, you're sending this child off by themselves to grow up on an alien world, and you're giving them a job? Really? No. The only way it makes sense is in those final moments when they know they have to send him out by themselves. It's okay. He's gonna be by himself. He needs to fit in. How does he fit in? Tell him to be a hero. That'll guarantee that people will like him. So it's really not a mission to save humanity. It's a mission just to get liked. They're just disguising it as a mission to be a hero. But I hate it. I hate it in Superman the movie. I hate it when they did it in Smallville. I of course hate the new message in the new Superman movie. I hate the message. They even did it in Smallville. Well, Smallville first introduced the idea that the AI was crazy and said Clark was sent there to conquer humanity. It was not. Later, when we get to meet the actual Jor-El and Lara, their message is much nicer. Lara just wants him to be happy, but Jor-El says, you're going to be the greatest hero. And Jor-El hates himself. He hates himself so much on the Smallville version. I much prefer the message that Zor-El put in the capsule for Kara Zor-El, Supergirl, in the aughts reboot when she came back. That's a beautiful message. But no, I despise the idea that they gave Clark some kind of mission, even though it does, again, like I said, it makes sense that they're trying to make sure that he's liked by making him a benevolent person. Go out there, do good things, and people will like you if that's the reason. But also, it detracts from the Kent's contribution. It's been said for a while, Kal-El was born in Krypton, but Superman was born in Smallville. If the L's gave him the mission, then the Kents just kind of guided them along the way they wanted him to go, but they didn't create anything. So, no, I hate the idea that Jor-El and Lara gave him a mission to be a hero. I prefer they just wanted to save their son's life, and they wanted him to be happy.
This vessel contains my daughter, Kara Zor-El, from the now-dead planet Krypton. Treat her as you would your own child. She will prove a treasure for your world.
Treasure? You're sure of the translation?
It says treasure. Not terror, not trouble. Always the cynic. You can't have
Logical judgments. By the time we return to the confines of your galaxy, 12 of your years will have passed. For this reason, among others, I have chosen Earth for you. It is now time for you to rejoin your new world and to serve its collective humanity. Live as one of them, Kal-El. To discover where your strength and your power are needed. To always hold in your heart the pride of your special heritage. They can be a great people, Kal-El. They wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way. For this reason, above all, their capacity for good, I have sent them you, my only son.
My son, I've only had the joy of knowing you a few weeks. I wish I could be with you always to guide you and protect you.
We don't have much time.
My dearest Kal-El, our love will always be with you. I can already see you carry within you your father's independent spirit.
But more importantly, your mother's never-ending bravery and her compassionate heart.
Your father tells me the new world you're journeying to, Earth, is full of complicated beings capable of great emotion. My wish is for you to live a full and wonderful life, but I need you to know you were born of a great love. And your brilliant father has devised a way for you to carry on that love without us.
The ship I designed to carry you to your destiny can only hold one Kryptonian. One who has so much potential. So unlike your father. Your mother and I cannot come with you. To do so would be to burden your innocent soul with our frailties and failures. But you have within you the best of both of us. And I'm sending with you all my knowledge. None of my ego or regrets. They will die with me here on Krypton. Whatever trials I put you through, I will never lose faith in you.
Quickly, before it's too late. We may not have been able to save our planet.
But we are confident you will become Earth's greatest savior. And never doubt that just as you are a part of us, we will always be a part of you. Farewell, my son.
You can embody the best of both worlds. The dream your mother and I dedicated our lives to preserve. The people of Earth are different from us, it's true. But ultimately, I believe that's a good thing. They won't necessarily make the same mistakes we did. Not if you guide them, Kal. Not if you give them hope. That's what this symbol means. The symbol of the House of El means hope. Embodied within that hope is the fundamental belief in the potential of every person to be a force for good. That's what you can bring them. You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun, Kal. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
I'm ready, Father. I can feel it.
In body and spirit, yes. But there is something else you need to learn, something which I cannot teach you here.
What is it?
Why you wish to help them. Go, reconnect with the world. Open your heart to them. Find out why you wish to be their champion.
Also, you've probably seen the new History of the DC Universe, where they're retelling the entire history of the DC Universe after the last reboots of the few years with Dr. Manhattan and Heavy Metal Batman, whatever. And I hate it. That's understandable because, you know, I hated this too. This is the original History of the DC Universe, which came out after Crisis. I hate the idea that they have to shove every single DC Comics idea into one timeline. I hate it. What's the point in bringing back the multiverse if you're not going to use it? Put the JSA on their own world where they will have room to breathe. It's ridiculous having all these people on one planet. And And Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel has no business on the same planet as Superman. Put him on his own world so they can breathe. All these characters need to breathe. This book feels so ridiculously crowded. I cannot even tell you all the stuff they're shoving in there, and they have an index where they showed where it all came from. And I'm sure as geeks, Mark Waid just had a ball doing this, but it feels so stuffed and so crowded. I hate it. You brought the multiverse back for a reason. Let's use it. There's no story you can tell with Batman and Jonah Hex that you couldn't tell if Batman and Jonah Hex are in different worlds. Time travel, dimensional travel, they're the same. They're both magic. I mean, come on. They're both, silly plot devices. You can use them both the same way. Everyone does not have to be on the same planet all the time. I don't need it. I don't like it. Again, I didn't like it here. I don't like it here. Okay, last but not least, why you wimps cry when you see dogs in comics. Detective Comics 1100. They've gone back to the original numbering so they can, you know, make a double size issue to make you pay more for. But this is more about Batman the man, the hero. And I don't really read Batman anymore. I have no use for the super prep god who can survive anything and defeat anyone. I already hear the whining about the new DC KO contest thing where he beats Star Sapphire, and I'm just thinking, come on, Green Arrow could beat Star Sapphire. She's a dated cheesecake joke. I mean, come on. But they're whining about that. But but this is more about his humanity because the main story, the big story, is a little deaf boy goes up to him and asks him to help find his dog. I'm not going to tell you anything after that, but needless to say, you wimps will be crying. You'll be crying. You'll be crying so much it looks like I'm crying, but it's not me. It's just you. And there are two other stories, and again, it's about his humanity and something sorely needed in Batman comics. I have no interest because whenever I look over there, I see him falling from orbit and surviving and creating killer robots that can beat anyone in the world because, of course, Batman can beat anyone in the world. No, got no interest in this. And then we have the third issue of Crypto Superdog, the last dog of Krypton. And in this one, he's out in the wilderness and there's a little girl who's lost, so he spends time with her. And they crawl into a cave and he stays with her. And then in the morning, he tries to get her out. And here's this: she's wearing a red coat, so when he's carrying her, it looks like a red cape. And then see, that's when you start crying. That's when you start crying because you're weak. It's just a really cute, sweet story. So we got a love of dogs in these two issues. The kind of love of dogs that makes wimps like you cry. Now I'm gonna go lift something heavy because I'm a man and I'm not crying because it was so cute with that. Oh.